Critical illness insurance is all about peace of mind. In the event you or a covered family member are diagnosed with a major illness or have a heart attack or stroke, this insurance plan will pay you a lump sum of money. Critical illness insurance typically covers heart attack, stroke, and cancer, and may also cover major surgeries. Check the details of your critical illness policy to determine which illnesses are covered.
I bought critical illness because I want to be sure that if my spouse or I are diagnosed with a severe illness, we can be together 24/7. Since we both work and we depend on both of our incomes to support our family, the income loss could be very difficult on our family. I know the money from our critical illness coverage will allow us to focus on our family and treating the illness and not on money.
I bought critical illness because heart disease runs in my family. If I get diagnosed, I want to spend my energy fighting the disease, not worrying about money.
When you elect critical illness, you choose a dollar amount. For example, $5,000 or $10,000. And that is the amount that will be paid to you or a covered dependent if you are diagnosed with a critical illness that is covered by your plan. Critical illness coverage generally costs less if you purchase it through your employer, rather than on your own. In addition, you may be able to enroll without answering medical questions, even if you have existing illnesses. If you do have certain existing illnesses, however, there may be some limitations to your ability to collect the benefits for these specific conditions. If I get sick, how do I get the money? Receiving benefits for a critical illness diagnosis is simple. If you are diagnosed by a doctor with one of the covered illnesses, you will receive the selected dollar amount and can spend the money as you see fit. Having this support financially will bring you and your family the peace of mind necessary to aggressively take on a critical illness. No one wants to consider the possibility of getting a critical illness, but by purchasing this insurance, you can minimize the financial impact on you and your family.
Being in small business, what you're always thinking is, what if? What if I go down? What happens because I'm the key man? I'm the guy that drives the business as far as the outside works, and he takes care of all the accounting side of it and book work, but I'm the guy who is the ramrod as far as getting all the actual work done. If I go down, what do we do? So from a practical business expense, it made so much sense to have this critical illness insurance. With me, I'll never need it. I'm one of those fellows who, it's good to have, but I know it's something I'll never have to use. It's just, it makes good business sense, it gives you good peace of mind, but will I ever use it? Not ever. I just don't get sick. I discovered a lump on my neck. No big deal. I'm over 50. Lumps happen. Not a big issue with me. I said, okay, I had a doctor's appointment, a checkup, a physical actually, within the next 3 or 4 weeks. So I said, you know what, while I'm at the doctor, I'll mention the lump. They cut the lump out, came back a few weeks later and said, yeah, you unfortunately have lymphoma. The great news and the great part of this story is how fast and how efficient and how quick the insurance company responded to this. I can't begin to imagine what it would have been like not to have it. We went through all sorts of scenarios. Should we sell the business? Should we partner up? Do the existing staff have the ability to carry on? These are big pressures, and there's just so much to think about. Where the critical illness insurance has its advantages is you've got now this little pile of money sitting here that you would never have had. So it takes some of that pressure off. You still want to make the right decisions, do the right things, but it's not like someone's holding a gun to your head now. You can still function. It can happen to you. Will it? Don't know.
After I purchased the critical illness in 2006, I'll be very honest with you, I completely forgot about it. Never looked at it again, figured it was a whole part of the complete portfolio, great component, put it to the back of my head. In January 2010, I was having a staff meeting. I'll be honest with you, did not feel well at that period of time. I had no other symptoms. Just to say that I was brought to a walk-in clinic. From the walk-in clinic, they called 911, for me to actually be in the ambulance to have the attendant tell me that period of time I was having a heart attack was very, very surreal. Couldn't believe it. Never thought at my age that would ever happen to me. Critical illness is part of my group plans. It's actually part of my health benefit plans, and that's where it falls under. If I didn't take it, I would have been a lot more worried. I don't think my recovery would have been as good either because, as you know, stress is a big factor when it comes to heart disease. That would have just added that stress factor to it. Critical illness insurance has given me a great peace of mind. It's actually helped me sleep at night. I'm not awake worrying about monetary problems. Through my journey, one of my biggest concerns was the fact that if my leave was extended, then I would have to go into what we call a long-term disability. As everybody knows, my salary would have been reduced. That critical illness gave me a very good feeling of I have a cushion. I know we think at our age right now it's not something that we would necessarily need. As I had thought at the time, I had thought, you know what, this is really an older person thing that should be a component. It really isn't. It's a component and it's a piece that you absolutely do need. You should have it there because at the end of the day, you never know what's going to happen.